Oh my gosh, guys, what a last episode to Peacemaker. This is a series that I initially came in thinking, hey, I'm not gonna be that interested, but y'all, I'm so excited now. Let's talk about this episode. Guys, Peacemaker episode 8 has just dropped on HBO Max several hours ago, and you all, I am so glad that I have tuned into this final episode. And just this series as a whole, I really enjoyed the Peacemaker series. I think that it is just, wow, there's so much to talk about with that series, but I love that there's a central theme of peace and finding peace within yourself, and that we're finally gonna get a season 2. But let's talk about this episode specifically, episode 8. Spoiler warning, if you haven't seen it, turn back now, go watch it, and come on back to the video and let's talk about it. It's your boy Leo Rydell, guys. This is Geekly Goods. Let's talk about Peacemaker episode 8 because, oh my goodness, I loved that episode. First and foremost, Adebayo finally gets her moment to shine in this episode. I really enjoy that actress, and I'm so glad that this character finally got their moment. I mean, I think that pretty much every character in most of the episodes get their moment, and finally Adebayo, literally middle of the episode, just runs through gunning down the rest of the guys that Hardcore, Peacemaker, and Vigilante didn't take out. So I love getting to see her just like finally putting her skills to the use and just like messing some guys up. I think it is so good. And I love that her and Peacemaker make up, they make peace with each other, and they get through this episode, and everybody gets through this episode. Thank goodness none of our teammates end up dying. I was a little bit worried because Mern had died a couple of episodes ago, but I'm so glad that we kept the rest of the team, guys. I love this little ragtag team of characters here that we've got with Vigilante and of course Peacemaker, Hardcore, Leota, and then John as well. I really enjoyed this team, guys. Economos, I was like, I can't think of his last name, but really like this team and really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was like a great opportunity to actually have them strategize and take down the full threat, because I knew there was going to be a big DC cameo, which, by the way, the Justice League, y'all. First of all, no Batman. That's definitely not Henry Cavill Superman. That's definitely not Gal Gadot Wonder Woman. But hey, they got Ezra Miller and they got Jason Momoa to come and show up and make a little cameo. Love that. Aquaman talks about the fish jokes. Love it, love it, love it. My biggest compliment to this episode is the action. I love that we got to finally see these characters like really take out these butterflies. I love just like seeing Peacemaker just mow through them all. And poor Eagly, man. They had a little too much faith in Eagly. I love Eagly, but I was like, look, man, I don't know that he's gonna understand what you're trying to say. And of course, they give Eagly a helmet to drop on the farm and he flies off. I love that in this episode they introduced this nuance of his dad still being alive to him. So he still sees his dad, and it just really does show the remorse that he feels internally for doing what he did. Even though he thinks it's a good thing, there's still that remorse for what he did with his father. I mean, geez, man, that was a lot, especially in the last episode when we figure out, of course, how his brother had been killed. I think it was 2 episodes ago we figured that out. Then he had to kill his father. Like, that's a lot for this character. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what James Gunn does with that in season 2. But wow, this was an awesome episode. Had me on the edge of my seat when I thought Hardcore was dead. I mean, I thought Hardcore died, y'all. I'm not even gonna front. I thought she was biting the bullet, but I'm glad that she ended up not doing so by the end. I love the teamwork in this episode, and I love that even though the villain tried to get Peacemaker over to their side, they still couldn't do it because Peacemaker really does achieve and want to make peace. They play to those heartstrings a lot and try to get him over to their side. The butterflies do, but I like that it doesn't work. I like that he knows internally, truthfully, truly deep down what's true. And Leota, like I said, great episode for her moments. I mean, seriously, she became a torpedo with the helmet, the human torpedo. I'm glad she didn't explode, though. I thought maybe she would die, but thank goodness she didn't explode. And she exposed the operation. That was Amanda Waller. Oh, y'all, Amanda Waller was hot. She was pissed over on that couch talking about what the And oh man, just a great episode all around. Really enjoyed this season and the story. I really like the writing. I just really enjoy the group. I think the group makes it for me. They really have this fun and charismatic chemistry by the end of the series. Because I was a little bit weirded out when they were showing the clips before the series had premiered. I was like, they don't seem to really jive that well, but I think throughout the series, it just builds on such a strong note and ends on such a great note, guys. I loved this season of Peacemaker. I can't wait for season 2. You guys got to let me know down in the comments what you thought about this episode, because man, I thought everybody got their moment. Loved the stuff with Adebayo. I love that Adebayo and Peacemaker make up. I love that Peacemaker is now in this crazy nuance of seeing his dad. Like, there's just so many emotional heartstrings that this series pulls, and they pull it off in each and every way the best that they can. Guys, I'm so into this series, and I can't wait for season 2. Like I said, I want a little more action though. This season didn't have a ton of action, but when we got it in this episode, I was loving it, guys. Loving it. I mean, seriously, a dude gets his head chopped off. Like, I'm like, yes, James Gunn, bring that type of action back, y'all. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you're new to this channel, be sure to hit that big red subscribe button for your boy Leo Rydell. And y'all, we will see you next time on Geekly Goods.